Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most groundbreaking economic stories in Africa. Ghana, one of West Africa's fastest-growing nations, has just signed a massive $70 billion agriculture deal with India. Yes, you heard that right, $70 billion. This isn't just another trade agreement. This is a deal that could transform Ghana's economy, uplift millions of farmers, boost food production, and even reshape Africa's agricultural future. So, grab your seat, because we're about to explore what this deal really means, how it will work, and why it's a game changer not only for Ghana, but for the entire African continent. Ghana has always been blessed with fertile lands, abundant rainfall, and a strong tradition of farming. From cocoa to maize, rice, cassava, yams, and palm oil, agriculture has been the backbone of Ghana's economy for centuries. Agriculture contributes over 20% of Ghana's GDP. More than 50% of the population depends directly on farming for their livelihoods. Ghana is the world's second-largest cocoa producer, right after Côte d'Ivoire. But here's the challenge. Despite this rich potential, Ghanaian agriculture has struggled with low productivity, outdated farming methods, limited access to technology, and insufficient infrastructure. This is where India comes in with a huge investment package worth $70 billion. India and Ghana share a long-standing friendship built on trade, cultural ties, and mutual respect. India is one of the biggest investors in Africa, particularly in agriculture, energy, and technology. Ghana exports cocoa, cashew nuts, and other agricultural goods to India, while India exports machinery, pharmaceuticals, and technology to Ghana. The relationship is based on a win-win model. India needs secure food supplies and raw materials, while Ghana needs investment, technology, and infrastructure. So when India came forward with a $70 billion agriculture deal, it wasn't surprising. It was the logical next step in their partnership. Now, let's talk about the details. This isn't just about money being thrown around. The deal has 5 major components: infrastructure development, construction of modern irrigation systems to make farming less dependent on rainfall, building of storage facilities to reduce post-harvest losses. Currently, Ghana loses up to 30% of crops due to poor storage. Roads and transportation networks to connect farms to markets. Technology transfer. India will provide advanced farming equipment such as tractors, harvesters, and drones for monitoring crops. Training programs for Ghanaian farmers in modern farming techniques. Use of digital platforms for market access and pricing transparency. Financial support for farmers. Creation of low-interest credit lines for farmers. Support for cooperatives to empower smallholder farmers. Insurance schemes to protect farmers against crop failures. Export boost. Ghana will export a significant portion of its agricultural products to India. Products include cocoa, maize, rice, cashews, shea butter, and tropical fruits. This ensures Ghana has a stable export market while India secures food for its growing population. Job creation. The deal is expected to create over 2 million jobs in Ghana, especially in rural areas. From farming to logistics, processing, and exports, opportunities will spread across the nation. Let's be clear, $70 billion is not small money. For Ghana, this is a game-changing investment that will have ripple effects across multiple sectors. Boost to GDP. Agriculture will contribute much more to national income. Foreign exchange. Exporting more crops to India will stabilize Ghana's currency, the cedi. Food security. Modern farming techniques will reduce food imports and make Ghana self-sufficient. Rural development. Villages and small towns will experience growth, reducing rural poverty. Industrialization. With more raw materials produced, Ghana can expand into agro-processing industries, adding more value before export. In short, this deal is not just about farming. It is about transforming Ghana's entire economic landscape. This deal is not happening in isolation. Across Africa, countries are waking up to the fact that agriculture is the new oil. Africa has 60% of the world's uncultivated arable land. With climate change and rising global food demand, Africa can become the breadbasket of the world. Deals like this show that international partners, like India, China, and even the US, are willing to invest heavily in Africa's agricultural future. For Africa, Ghana's $70 billion deal is a blueprint that other countries can follow. Of course, no deal comes without challenges. Ghana must navigate carefully. Transparency and accountability. The government must ensure funds are used properly, not lost to corruption. Environmental protection. Expansion of farming must not destroy forests or ecosystems. Fair farmer benefits. Smallholder farmers must directly benefit, not just large corporations. Debt risks. Ghana must structure the deal in a way that doesn't burden future generations with debt. If managed wisely, these risks can be overcome. Ghanaian farmers. Many are hopeful that modern equipment and access to credit will finally uplift them. Indian investors. They see this as a golden opportunity to secure food resources and expand into Africa. Economists. Some are cautious, saying Ghana must ensure sustainable implementation. African leaders. They are watching closely. If this works, many may seek similar deals with India. Imagine Ghana 10 years from now if this deal succeeds. Vast fields of modern farms powered by technology. Ghana not just exporting cocoa, but also chocolate, processed cashews, packaged fruits. Millions of rural families lifted out of poverty. Ghana as a hub of agricultural innovation in West Africa. This is the dream, and with $70 billion on the table, it's closer to reality than ever before. So what does this all mean? Ghana's $70 billion agriculture deal with India is more than just numbers on paper. It is a symbol of Africa's rising potential. It's proof that Africa is no longer waiting for aid. It's signing deals, attracting investments, and shaping its own future. For Ghana, this is an opportunity to build an agricultural empire, empower its farmers, and secure food for generations. For India, it's about partnership, friendship, and long-term cooperation with one of Africa's most promising nations. And for the world, it's a reminder. The future of food security may well be written on African soil. Globe showing Europe-Africa raised fist. Ghana is standing tall, and this $70 billion deal might just be the seed that grows into a harvest of prosperity.